Hello, welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. So I'm cleansing some air out right now so that we can go on and get started in our new moon in Virgo ritual of 2019. Yes, so we're getting our new moon ritual ready, and I'm getting ready to give you some good vital information how to apply vital workings with this beautiful new grounding moon of Virgo. So this moon is going to bring in a sense of grounding and an opportunity of getting back into routine. Health is in order and to be kinder to yourselves, okay? So to communicate with clarity and precision. This is one of the areas because Virgo is very analytical and very detailed, all right? So this new moon is a wonderful way that the universe opens the door of refreshing and resetting our priorities of each month. So that's always what one of the usages of the new moon is, to bring back our intentions and prioritizing and refreshing and resetting. All right. So let's be proactive with this new moon, with setting your intentions with this moon. Flourishing over the next 6 months. So when you get ready to set these intentions with this new moon, it's going to help you flourish through the next 6 months in setting what your intentions and setting your goals, because once you plant those seeds, they will take root and take shape, and then you will see what you have sent out will come back to you. All right. So a new moon in Virgo also calls us to connect with our senses. We are called to find balance in our habits. So we're going to have bringing in our routines, as we were saying, detoxifying ourselves physically and emotionally. And now we have a pile, P-I-L-E, a pile of planets that are coming in at the same time with this new moon in Virgo. So we've got the sun and moon, but we've got Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, coming in. We've got feisty Mars, and we've got the romantic planet of Venus that is coming in. So we've got a lot of things charging in at the same time that's going to bring about a lot of refreshing, resetting, and a lot of newness and some testing of some areas. But we're always used to a little bit of challenges because that's part of life, So these are the areas you're going to set your intentions on. So you're going to set your intentions on the following areas, focusing on these manifesting earthly things. That's what we're going to be focusing on with this new moon. So some examples that you can do with manifesting and setting your intentions, but not limited to. These are a few areas, okay? So you can close caption this video so you can see what the things that I'm saying. All right, so you want to set your intentions, but not limited to new work, new health routine, kindness of words and deeds and thoughts, and getting grounded. So what we always do with this channel, we always set our intentions or our goals with using what? We use what? Joss paper. Now, what I want to show you is that we're going to set our intentions with Joss paper, all right? You can use whatever other paper you would like to use. This is not a debate, just going to clarify. This channel, we use Joss paper. It's only $1 to get at any Asian store. You can get it online, but it's very easy and accessible to get in your local Asian area or farmer's market. So it's about 99 cents for a packet. It's like rice paper, or you can use parchment paper, or you can use parchment paper, or you can use resume paper. Some people tend to like brown paper bag. I prefer Joss paper because it burns much faster and much quicker, and you will see that in the video why I use Joss paper. And it's an Asian method that's been used for eons to be able to set your intention and send it out to the ethers. Okay, so what we're going to do is always write our intentions down. You want to also too, if you got time, journal out what it is that your intentions are. So that's an option. So go on and do that. Okay. As well, what we do is set our intentions, write them down, what we're doing. Okay. Now, once we write it down, we always date it and sign it. Why? Because your signature is the only signature that is, your signature is not like any other signature in the universe. So the angels and spirit guides and those that are in the realm that see what you're saying and honor it, they know it's you by your signature. Okay. So what we do is with the new moon, we're going to, we're bringing in things. Okay. We're bringing in. So what we're doing with this new moon, we're going to roll setting our intentions towards us. We're going to roll it, what? Towards us. Okay. Now we setting it, we're rolling it towards us. Now I'm going to show you how fast this burns. So what we're going to do is burn our intentions. Okay. Now, what you'll see, it burns very quickly. All right. Always use fire safety first. So you see how quickly the intention set burns very quickly, less than a second. All right. Now, what you would do with setting, once you set your intentions and wrote it all down and wrote it towards you and then burn it, you're going to do, when you're doing this, once you've done it, when you're doing this, you can take this outside and burn it out at the nighttime with the moon. Why? Because we're working with the moon, not the sun. So everything is done with what? The moon at night. Even though you won't be able to see the new moon yet, you can do this within 3 days of the vibration of new moon. I prefer to work with the new moon when I see that little slither. So when I set my intentions, I do it where I can see a little bit of the new moon. Then I go out and set my intentions. All right. I don't like to do it with the balsamic moon, which is totally dark. You know, I like to do it with the sliver, but it's all up to you, magical practitioners. There's no wrong or right way. Work your magic, do it the way that you feel that fits you best as a practitioner. But me, and a lot of our spirit families, tribe that's over here, we tend to do it with the sliver, but when the sliver of the moon. But you go outside, set it with the moon. I know I'm going to get asked, what do you do with the ashes? You can do whatever you like with the ashes. You can blow it out to the wind. You could dump it into the grass, put it in the river, take it to the crossroads, whatever way you like. That's a good angle, too, to take it to the crossroads, to take your intentions and set it right at that T area of the crossroads at night at about 12 o'clock at night. That's another option to do it with taking it to the crossroads. All right. Now, we have just seen how we set our intentions. Now, what we're going to also do is do our bath. Okay, so now we've set our intentions. As you see, we've got that. That's done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a wonderful cleansing bath with this beautiful new moon. Now, let me give you some instruction. When we get ready to do our new moon ritual, because that's a new moon ritual, we now move from intentions to new moon ritual. Okay, now when we do our new moon ritual, what we do it for 3 consecutive days. We get into our tubs for 20 minutes. Look, I will link in the description box below what the how to take a bath when you don't have a tub. So click the description box. You will see where it says taking spiritual bath and how to take a spiritual bath without a tub, and we doing it with the tub. So there's always more ways to skin a cat. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to burn a green candle to represent Virgo. So, magical practitioners, get a green candle. Please do not tell me you cannot get a green candle. You can get a green candle. If you are a practitioner here or new to the practice or new to spirituality, you need to have the products and the things that you use to manifest and work your magic. This is less than 99 cents. I do sell these. However, if you're not going through me to contact me directly to buy certain products, you can get these in your local areas. But green, you can use a glade candle. Be creative, okay, magical practitioners. Be creative, spiritualists. Be creative. So we're using green with this new moon because the green is concerning better communication, because we're setting routines. We want to communicate. We want to build confidence and everything, because we're setting new routines and setting new things. All right. So in saying that, we're using green. Green is a power color for Virgo, okay, and it deals with communication, okay. So I'll be doing writing a Virgo sigil on this candle, and always know how to cleanse your candles. Just don't light a candle. Check the description box below or go through my videos to see how do you dress a candle. Okay, do not just randomly light it. It hasn't been set. So you need to set your candles. Okay, so that you can find in the description box or in my videos on how to cleanse and set your candles properly. All right, so now we're going to burn a green candle throughout during our bath and throughout the next course of the 3 days. Okay, so during the bath, you'll have this lit. If you can keep it lit, by all means do so throughout the next 3 days. If you have to shut it off because you're out and you're not safe, then you snuff it out properly. Make sure you do not blow it out. Touch your fingers, wet your fingers, index finger, and shoot. Snuff it out with your fingers, wet it, snuff it out, and then when you need to go back to it again, light it again. Do not blow out candles, okay, when you're doing magical practitioner work, okay? So now, we're doing green candle. Now, what we always do before we get ready to take our baths and also we want to always cleanse our environment. So there are several things that we should always have, and I always go back over this through the video for doing rituals with the new moon and full moon. Let me show you some things that you should always have. Now, we're going to be using incense during the course. So I'll be using and you can use this too, and not limited to moon candles. Okay, you can use nam champa if you don't have access to the moon candle, moon incense, which is nam champa, NAGCHAMPA. You can use that as your cleansing incense. Okay. Also, too, you can use frankincense and myrrh. I'll be using that as well. Frankincense and myrrh and the moon. I always use Nang Champa, but with this particular ritual, I'll be using the moon and frankincense and myrrh. You can follow along with me and use those 2 items as well. Okay. Also, too, what do we do first? We always use sage. I have white sage or with rosemary. This is something that I carry. You can use whatever white sage you have. Okay, if you're allergic to white sage or you got any allergies such as that, just don't use it. Don't make this complicated. Okay. Also, too, you can use white sage loose. You can break it up and use it loose. Okay, that's another one. I do carry that in my metaphysical store. All right. Now, too, you can use Palo Santo. You can use that as another cleansing area. This is throughout your home and where you live. Also, clean your cars where you travel through, or whatever way you travel. Clean your cars as well. You can use these items before you prepare your bath as well. Okay, so we're getting ready to get into the bath aspect. Now, the name of this bath is called Gaia, Gaia. Why, Ranita Ecliptic Spirituals? Why did you name this particular bath? I'm getting ready to tell you the ingredients of Gaia, Gaia. Why? Because first of all, she's beautiful. But also, this particular goddess is the goddess of the earth for grounding. Okay. Everyone that's a magical practitioner of some sort, spiritualist, whatever way you may call yourself, you need to research Gaia. Gaia. Some people pronounce it a lot of different ways. Today, I will be pronouncing it in the way that I know is Gaia, which I've known of her for years. You need to research her, especially if you're working in the practice and knowing that's one of the beginning stages of goddess levels is Gaia. Okay, so Gaia of the earth. Gaia is the goddess of the earth for grounding. So that's the name of this bath that we will be preparing. Now, we already went over. You're going to have your your green candle, which will represent Virgo. You can also, as an option, that's why the divine is giving it to me. You can also use a brown candle with Virgo. You can also use, if you can't get access to the brown or the green candle, you can use white for neutral. But preferably, get a brown candle. First, get the green candle. If you can't get the green candle, get the brown candle. If you can't get either one, work with a white candle, which is neutral. But you're a magical practitioner here. You should be able to have those things and start off preparing your practice. Okay, so now these are the things you're going to put in your hot scalding bath. You need to get that water as hot as you can. Take your cleansing style first with your shower. Cleanse first. then bathe. Make sure you cleanse the area with your incense, your palo santo, your sage, and then burn your incense during that. And we're going to add crystals to this as well. Okay. Now, you're going to need to put in your bath 2 cups of Epsom salt, 1 cup of pink Himalaya salt, or sea salt, 1 cup of sea salt. If you don't have pink Himalaya salt, use 1 cup of sea salt, 5 drops of petroleum, and now maybe I'm a little have an accent, so sometimes I offset some things. Petroleum, PATCHOULA, essential oil. You're going to put 5 drops, okay, of petroleum. There it is, petroleum essential oil, 5 drops. Now, I have 5 drops of sandalwood essential oil. You're going to put 5 drops of sandalwood, all right? Then you're going to put a half of cup of chamomile essential oil. If you can't get access of chamomile essential oil, then you're going to need to use chamomile herbs. And you can get that from the tea bags. Just if you can't use 5 drops of the chamomile oil and you can't get access to the essential oil, then go on and get a half a cup of chamomile herbs and put that in the bath. Okay. Now, we prepared our bath. This bath you're going to do for 3 days straight, 20 minutes a day. When you take the bath, when? At night. We're working with the moon. Okay. Now, if you are on a different schedule where you work nights and you can't do it at in the nighttime, you work the midnight shift and you cannot do that, then do accordingly. Do it to the way that you can do it to modify it with your life. This bath is a very important bath because it's going to ground us and set us and cleanse our auras and set up everything with this new moon to reset and refresh. Now, we're going to work with 3 different crystals. All right. Now, the crystal that I'm going to share with you first, you're going to put this around your bath. You don't have to have them extremely large. You can have them whatever size you can get access to. Because sometimes when you're working with crystals, depending on your aura, depending on your vibration, sometimes the bigger it is, you can feel it too strong. But do as accordingly that works for you, practitioner. Now, what we're going to do is have the red jasper. We're going to use the red jasper, okay? Red jasper is for grounding mentally and setting up our boundaries. So we're using what? Red jasper, okay? Red jasper. Now, the next one that we're using is moss agate. Moss agate or agate. A-G-A-T-E. Moss agate. Now, moss agate, we're going to line these crystals around our bath. It's for confidence and heart meditation. Okay, so we'll be doing meditation with getting ourselves grounded. The next one is we're using a smoky quartz. Smoky quartz. Now, we're using smoky quartz for grounding our earth chakras and detoxification. All right, detoxification. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to set our attentions. We're going to quote these things over ourselves, this particular quote. And I want you to do, when you take the bath, I always emphasize how to take the bath. When you sit in that water, you make sure that you're brushing the water towards you. Cover your head, cover your whole body, pour it all over you. Okay, so you are cleansing yourself. The mantra that we will quote for ourselves is, I am bound and grounded. I am bounded and grounded with this new moon. I am bounded and grounded with this new moon. It is so and so it is. Namaste. That is the mantra that you'll be using, okay? If you need for me to write that down for you, you know that you can go on and email me and I'll write that short mantra out for you. You're going to say it 3 times, okay? 3 times over yourself. All right? So, I love you for watching today. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful new moon in Virgo of 2019. This is going to be a magnificent moon. Okay, it is aligning itself with the super moon. You can research that, detail more information on my blog at eclipticspiritualist7 at blogspot.com, because I do have the written forecast on this beautiful new moon in Virgo. I'm so looking forward to it. I know that you are. Comment down below how you would take part in this new moon ritual and intentions. And I love you for watching today. Have a great and magical new moon. Namaste. Also, don't forget to click that wiggly bell down below. Ding dong ding, to make sure you get the daily fresh tarot card readings that come to you on a daily basis. Don't forget that we offer intuitive readings that will change your life. I am a clairvoyant, a medium, and much, much more. It's not book sense tarot. It is intuitive, clairvoyance, medium, shaman readings that would change your life. We offer conjure work, which is spell work that would change your life in every single area of your life, because you are a spiritual being living in a human experience. Okay, so take part in getting your readings. Take part in doing spell work. Let's enter the next 4 months with setting your intentions so it can be put into the ground for the next 6 months, and get ready for change and a shift with this new moon. Love you so much. Take it easy. Bye-bye.